All right, y'all, I think it's safe to say that Xbox was just a one-hit wonder. Do y'all remember the 360 era? Because that was like, didn't that come out 05? And then the Xbox One came out late 2013. So that's how long ago it was. And if you were around when the Xbox 360 was popping, y'all remember that this was like the most hype gaming could ever reach. The Xbox 360 hype was real. I mean, think about those times, right? You come home after school, you get on Xbox Live with the boys, and y'all got a selection to play. You can either play some Halo and Call of Duty with the boys, or you can play some Lost Odyssey, Fable, you name it, Gears of War. I mean, Left 4 Dead, Forza, like, I can go on forever. The Xbox 360, man, that came out when I was in elementary school. Damn. Was it that long ago? And it doesn't even feel like that because nowadays, Xbox is just being branded as some nostalgia console these days. You know, it kind of goes like this. Hey, y'all remember the Xbox 360? Oh yeah, I bet you wish you can go back in time and play and relive your childhood. Well, don't worry, get yourself an Xbox Series X. You can replay those 360 games and remember what made Xbox good. And here's the best part. We ain't gonna live up to that hype anymore. Especially when I saw that interview recently with Phil Spencer, Kind of Funny Games and all that, or whatever the hell the name of the podcast was called. He's talking about Xbox and Redfall and all the games and why the state of Xbox is the way it is. And man, honestly, I at this point, I really do believe when it comes to questioning Phil Spencer's leadership, if you're questioning if you think he's a good leader, that interview should tell you everything you need to know. Because I noticed a cycle, rinse, and repeat pattern that's been going on. Hey guys, that game we've built some hype around, yeah, it didn't do so good, but you know what, man? We do it for you guys. You know, like we don't want to let the community down. So you know what, y'all? We're going to take the criticism that you be giving us, we're going to hear you out, and we're going to do better next time. And then the same BS happens again, and it's like, you know what, y'all? It's not really our fault. It's because PlayStation and Nintendo, they're really giving us a run for our money. You know, they got all the deals going on, they got all this and that. Especially when Phil Spencer said that, you know, even if they come out with great games, that it's not going to push the console any further. Like, I mean, duh. And if you really believe that, why the hell are y'all buying companies then? Like Bethesda, Activision? Like, what are you trying to gain then? At that point, don't make any more exclusive. Well, I mean, you kind of are at that point because it seems like you've given up. And don't get me wrong, I appreciate that you guys are bringing games to PC, for sure. Like, I would much rather play Xbox games on PC than playing on Xbox. When the Xbox 360 came out, it was cheaper than the PS3, and it had some badass exclusives too. Then it all flip-flopped from the PS4 generation, the PS4 and Xbox One. Now that's where everything got interesting because all the things that we all made fun of PlayStation 3 for doing, Xbox made sure to do that too, and they really shot themselves in the foot because they just made it. It's like they wanted PS4 to kick their ass and be a laughingstock of that whole generation. That was the craziest thing I've ever seen. But this time around, you know, I was really kind of hoping that, you know, if Sony can make a massive comeback, you know, the PlayStation 3 didn't do too well. So you know what? They killed it in the PS4. And same thing with Nintendo. Nintendo didn't do too well with Wii U, but then they came back and made a massive comeback with the Nintendo Switch. So I thought, you know what? Sure, Xbox One, terrible console generation for obviously the Xbox brand, but I really believe that they learned a valuable lesson and maybe they'll step it up. It kind of, you know, there were some promises being shown, okay? Like you buy all these companies, you buy Bethesda, Game Pass had such a very good deal going for itself. You had the Series X and the Series S, so it's kind of like, hey, if you want to get into gaming, you know, buy yourself a Series S for $300. And at the time when the Series S came out, I remember Game Pass was $1 for 3 months and then turned to $1 per month. And I don't think they do the $1 deal anymore, but that's besides the point. Yeah, I mean, just Game Pass alone was pretty hyped and it kind of kept people who played on Xbox well fed until some actual AAA games come out. But I mean, what's come out? What has come out for the Series X and S that can get anybody playing Xbox? Or anybody that thought about getting an Xbox hype. I can't think of anything. Forza Horizon 5, sure. Bro, that game held the Xbox One generation. The only thing you had going on last generation was Forza, so it's kind of like, I'm kind of getting tired of hearing about Forza, because I know Forza is probably going to be your only good game, but y'all got to do something else. So it's like, okay, y'all bringing Halo back, right? Halo Infinite. And you know what, man? I remember when that game came out, I played it, had a lot of fun, but barely any content, and all these issues with the launch. I'm like, y'all couldn't get Halo right. Like, Halo is the reason why so many people I knew got an Xbox. And y'all messed that up. You know what made it worse is that Halo Infinite was supposed to come out day one with the Series X. Halo hasn't launched next to Xbox since the original Xbox. Bro, that would have been some awesome marketing. The visuals did not look like it was pushing the console. So you delay it for a whole year. And you know what? It was showing promise in the beta. So when the actual game came out, it sucked because you would think that it was still in the beta stages. Like, unacceptable for a AAA game, especially with Microsoft funding it. Like, what's y'all reason for slacking on this? So yeah, a very solid 2021 for the X and S console. Am I right, y'all? 2020 launched with no exclusives. People were willing to wait because, you know, you were given all these games on Game Pass. 2021 comes around, you get 2 AAA games. One does really good. In 2022, y'all had nothing going on for 2022. So I'm like, okay, wait another year. They gotta come out with the bangers for 2023, right? And not only that, but it's like when you hear Phil Spencer talk, he has all this like confidence that like, yeah, we're gonna deliver some of the best games. The community is gonna be very, very happy with us. Oh, but dear God, man, like when we get to Redfall, the first AAA game we get in a long time, right? And it's the first $70 Xbox console exclusive game. And it feels like a damn indie game made by 10 people with the budget of a Pringle and corn chips. It's a $70 AAA game, a Bethesda game funded by Microsoft, and it came out the state that it's in. It doesn't even have 60 frames per second, y'all. And you're wondering why you're getting ratioed hard? Because it's like you're saying, hey, to be an Xbox fan, you gotta lower your standards and expect disappointment because that's the only true quality we give. Oh, it's just so disappointing. And, you know, with all that, I'm not even hyped for Starfield anymore. I was like, you know, it sounded cool because I'm like, all right, Bethesda coming out with a new game. It's gotta be cool. Saw the gameplay and I'm just like, I don't know. And then it got delayed and now, and every time, when it comes to Xbox games being delayed, I just know at this point it's not going to be good. Halo Infinite got delayed. Look where that got them. Redfall got delayed. Look where that got them. So Starfield gets delayed, and now I'm just not even like expecting anything. It shouldn't be in this state. Like, y'all got the money, the resources. Y'all got the teams. Like, you have what you need. Now I'm just believing, I don't think there's any real problem other than leadership. Well, I mean, it's always been leadership. The thing is that the more issues that keep happening and the more that Phil Spencer keeps talking, the more I'm starting to really think that, you know what, Microsoft, I think y'all gotta step in, either keep this man in check so that way he can keep all his studios in check, or y'all gotta get somebody new. Like, I'm just keeping it 100 with you. And I hate for someone to like lose a position, but if you're showing that you can't lead, then, you know, I think it's time to go somewhere else. It just feels like it's game over. And the only way you can make a comeback is if you get someone that knows what they're doing, get someone that actually is going to get things done, and then I think you'll see Xbox start to go back to the way it used to be. But other than that, y'all, I'm not going to hold my breath. Actually, I should give a big thank you to Xbox because they're actually the reason why I switched to PC. But anyways, y'all, I just really had to vent, man, as a person that kind of misses that era. Someone that was kind of rooting for them this generation, because I'm like, okay, you know, they're the underdogs for this generation. They got to, you know, do a lot of catching up to do. You know, they keep slacking, man, and there's no reason for me to defend them at all or anything like that. But anyways, y'all let me know what you guys think. And yeah, I guess that's about it for this video. I'm gonna catch you guys next time. Peace out.